Good day everyone, I am Denros Dorado and we are the Group 3. Today we will going to introduce our title, which is the Inclusive Physical Education for Students with Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, or what we know as the ADHD. Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, this are what we know as the ADHD. It is the condition that may affect the students, their control, impulses control, their attention, and also the activity levels. The students with ADHD may find it difficult to focus their attention following the instruction or controlling their impulses. That might be find it challenging, especially in physical activities, which is this kind of disability because we've seen that students with ADHD may find it difficult to participate, especially in physical education. So that we are creating the inclusive physical education programs that is essential for helping students with ADHD to be success not just in their academic but also their social, mental, and physical, and more in their emotional aspects by using structured activities, short instructions, and frequent breaks. PE classes can improve their students' focus, especially in motor skills, their social interactions, and also to build their confidence. A well-planned program allows students with ADHD to actively participate not just in their emotional aspect, but also to be involved in one class, benefit from physical activity in a safe and supportive environment.
Now let's proceed to the process of implementing the activity. The first is we need to begin with assessing the students' attention span, motor skills, and energy levels. This steps is important to ensure that the activities are appropriate for their developmental level and individual needs. By understanding their physical and cognitive readiness, the teacher can modify the task to promote successful participation. Next is structured lesson plans are prepared with clear and concise instructions. Well-organized planning helps maintain focus, minimize confusion, and create a smooth flow of activities. Clear instructions are especially important in physical education to ensure safety and proper skill execution. Before starting the activity, the teacher demonstrates the task visually. Visual demonstration allows students to observe the correct movement patterns, body positioning, and timing. These strategies support better understanding, especially for learners who respond more effectively to verbal cues rather than verbal explanation alone. Tasks are now broken into small manageable steps. We are going to divide complex skills into simpler components to help students gradually build confidence and mastery. This step-by-step approach reduces frustration and increases the likelihood of skill acquisition. Next, we have the frequent positive reinforcement and encouragement are also provided throughout the activity. Praising their effort, improvement, and participation helps to boost students' motivation and self-esteem, and it creates a supportive learning environment where students feel safe to try and improve. Finally, the teacher continuously monitors the students' engagement and performance. If necessary, adjustments are made to maintain the interest, ensure the safety, and meet the learner's need. Flexibility in instructions allow the activity to remain effective and inclusive for all participants.
Before we proceed to our main activity, for our students with special needs, let's have first a cool down. We will let them perform the simple jogging and stretching. First, we will make them perform the 10 repetitions of arm circles. Second, they will perform a marching or jog in place for 1 to 2 minutes. And third is they must have a stretching or side stretching for 10 repetition left and 10 repetition for right. And lastly, we will guide them on deep breathing. 5 seconds for inhale, 4 seconds hold, and 5 seconds, exhale. So, since our students are with special needs, we will gonna modify our instructions into more simple and understandable instructions. We will have a visual cues like stop or go. And lastly, we will gonna make sure that if there are sequences or there are instances that they aren't willing or able to perform, we must stop or cut the activity so we can assess their needs.
So for our main activity, we will have a non-competitive circuit stations. So for this circuit station, we will have 4 stations. So for the first stations, the students will do throwing and catching softballs. And for the second station, the students will, we will let the students jump over a small or short obstacles. And then for the third station, the students will balance. They will do balancing on lines or either sa mats. And then for the fourth station, they will have a short relay races in which they will be grouped into small groups so that they will not be overwhelmed with so much teammates. And how can we maintain the students' attention? For our modifications, we will give frequent praise, verbal praises to the students to encourage them, of course, and then we will make these stations. We will make them rotate into stations so that they will maintain their attention, and then they will only have to stay in that station for a short period of time so that they will be engaged with different stations. And yeah, for this activity, this encourage teamwork, and this aims to develop their social interaction with making sure that they socialize with their teammates and with the person that they will pass or throw the ball. And that's it for our main activity.
Okay, now that we are done for the main activity, and let's have the cool down for cooling down our bodies. And for the activity is called slow walking and stretching. First, you have to slowly walk in the area, and second is stretches for the legs and arms. Third is guided deep breathing and relaxation. And third is encourage self-regulation without forcing participation. And that's all for my part. Thank you.
Now, the equipment needed for the PE activity first is a softball. Softball are used for pitching and throwing activities. So we use softball, it's because it's safer and reduces risk of injury while the students are practicing motor skills. The second one is the cones and floor markers. So we use cones and floor markers, it's because it helps the students guide where to stay or doing activities, and can also help them to follow instructions easily. Now the third one is the mats for stretching. So we use mats to keep the students feel more comfortable and safe during their warm-up and cool-down exercises. Next is the visual cue cards. So we use visual cue cards, it's because it's very important that it can give the students visual instruction that can help them to understand the activities easily and stay focused. And the last one is the stopwatch or timer. So we use stopwatch and timer to manage activities duration, transition, and rest period, and can also keep the activities organized.
In our goals, create an engaging structure and supportive PE environment where students with ADHD can focus, participate actively, and improve motor skills, and develop social skills and self-regulation abilities. Remember, inclusive education is not about teaching movements, it is about empowering every student to participate, grow, and thrive regardless of their abilities.